Wow, okay, something absolutely massive just happened. After over a year of agonizing silence from Rockstar Games, they have suddenly shattered the internet with a colossal data dump. Welcome to The Explainer, everyone. Today we're breaking down this absolute tidal wave of GTA 6 news, mapping out exactly what we should expect on June 25th, and figuring out what all this means for literally the biggest entertainment launch in human history. The era of waiting? Yeah, it's almost over, so let's jump right into it.
To really wrap our heads around the sheer scale of the panic and excitement taking over our timelines right now, we have to look at the immediate, urgent facts. We are in the final, breathless stretch right now. Pre-orders for GTA 6, they go live in exactly 4 days. We finally have the official cover art, we've got brand new in-game imagery, and, maybe most importantly, rumors of an unprecedented Trailer 3 dropping alongside those pre-orders are just exploding online. The marketing machine has officially been turned on.
And they aren't holding back on the story either. Take a look at this quote they dropped alongside the recent announcements. It reads, "When an easy score lands Jason and Lucia in a conspiracy stretching across the entire state of Leonida, the young criminal couple find themselves on the darkest side of the American dream." Now, this isn't just your standard PR fluff. This is a huge signal to us. By explicitly stating this conspiracy stretches across the entire state of Leonida, Rockstar is basically flashing a giant neon sign telling us the scale expands way beyond a simple string of heists in Vice City. We are looking at a massive, statewide epic.
Okay, let's really dive into this and break down exactly what happened on June 18th that sent trending metrics into full-blown meltdown mode. Rockstar dropped an announcement confirming pre-orders officially kick off on June 25th. Crucially, though, this is for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S only. PC players, you know the drill. Alongside that date, we got that incredible new cover art and a single, brand new in-game screenshot showing off glowing skyscrapers, a spinning Ferris wheel, and helicopters buzzing around. It sounds like a small detail, but after a year of dead silence, a single new screenshot is literally enough to break the internet.
But did you notice what was missing from that announcement? The price. Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick notoriously refuses to name a price during earnings calls, famously stating they never, ever make marketing announcements in analyst meetings. Luckily for us, leaker detective Seeds, who, by the way, correctly nailed the pre-order date, claims we're looking at 6 different purchase tiers. So that's 3 standard digital and physical tiers, 1 rare bundle packed with exclusive content, and 2 massive console bundles tied to the PS5 Pro and standard Xbox Series X. When pressed on the cost, the leaker indicated the base price will probably fall somewhere between $60 and $80.
So, we know pre-orders open on the 25th. Right. But that brings us to the massive elephant in the room. Is Trailer 3 coming on that exact same day? While Rockstar hasn't officially confirmed it, the logic here is incredibly sound. Strauss Zelnick already teased that the summer marketing cycle would fire up before pre-orders opened. Well, summer started June 21st, and pre-orders are the 25th. From a purely strategic standpoint, dropping a mind-blowing trailer, showing players something incredible, and then immediately giving them a button to pre-order the game, that's just marketing 101.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the sheer contrast in what we're actually expecting from this next reveal. Think about it. Trailer 1 back in December 2023 gave us about 90 seconds. Trailer 2 in May 2025 gave us roughly 4 minutes. But the rumor mill right now, driven heavily by insider Dark Viper AU, who actually posted the accurate cover art before Rockstar did, is pointing to Trailer 3 being a staggering 20 minutes long. Just let that sink in for a second. A 20-minute video wouldn't just be a trailer anymore. That's a full documentary-style deep dive into the world, the mechanics, the whole shebang.
And honestly, if you visually map out the brutal, multi-year waiting game fans have endured, a massive 20-minute payoff makes perfect sense. We got our first taste in December 2023, followed by a huge gap until May 2025 for Trailer 2. If Trailer 3 drops in June 2026, that's another agonizing gap of over a year. Seriously, what better way to justify asking players to throw down cash to pre-order a game that won't come out for another 5 months than by showing them a comprehensive 20-minute showcase of exactly what they're buying?
All right, let's shift gears and look at the corporate reality regarding the actual state of the game right now.
Stepping away from the rumors for a second, let's look at where this game actually stands just 5 months out from launch. The game is on track. During Take-Two's recent Q3 2026 earnings call, the publisher firmly reaffirmed that November 19, 2026 is the locked-in launch date, and this is critical. Remember, this game has already been delayed twice, slipping from fall 2025 to May 2026 and then finally to November 2026.
After 2 major slips, every single time the publisher explicitly reaffirms a specific day, you can take it to the bank. And speaking of the bank, the crucial point is this staggering number right here. Take-Two has literally tied its entire fiscal year revenue forecast, which is between $8 and $8.2 billion in net bookings, directly to that November 19th launch date. You have to understand, a massive, publicly traded company does not bind a record-breaking revenue projection of over $8 billion to a specific date unless they are absolutely certain that date is real. Make no mistake, the game is coming. November 19th is locked in stone.
But despite that absolute financial certainty, there's still one glaring omission in Rockstar's campaign so far. We haven't seen any raw, non-cinematic gameplay. Sure, everything we've seen has been jaw-droppingly beautiful, but it's all been cinematic. What Trailer 3 desperately needs to show us, and what fans are practically begging for, is a closer look at the actual driving mechanics, the gunplay, and the general moment-to-moment feel. After years of hyping up Leonata and the characters, showing how the game actually plays in your hands is the final piece of the puzzle Rockstar has to deliver.
And this brilliantly illustrates our next point, zooming out to the macro view of a historic industry shift.
Let's look at the big picture for a second, because the numbers surrounding this launch are they're hard to even comprehend. When Trailer 2 released in May 2025, it racked up 475 million views across all platforms in its first 24 hours. On YouTube alone, it passed 85 million views in roughly 2 days. It completely obliterated records held by major Hollywood blockbuster movie trailers. We're talking about a video game trailer generating more initial day-one eyeballs than the biggest cinematic events in history. It's just wild.
And to understand why the hype is this intense, you just have to look at its predecessor. Grand Theft Auto V has sold over 230 million copies across more than a decade and 3 separate console generations. Now imagine 13 years of pent-up cultural appetite. GTA 6 is positioned to compress a massive share of that lifetime demand right into its opening days. With the huge installed base of the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles, plus digital distribution, the day-one global sales potential is at a scale that simply wasn't even possible back in 2013.
Because of this unprecedented scale, Wall Street analysts are watching like hawks. Bank of America recently suggested that the monumental size and demand for GTA 6 could actually support resetting the industry standard price tag to $80. If that happens, it wouldn't just be about Rockstar making an absolute killing, it could fundamentally change the pricing expectations for premium releases going forward. The revenue numbers projected for this launch are already staggering, and frankly, they are probably conservative.
So here is where we stand today. The silence is finally broken. Pre-orders open up June 25th. We are staring down the barrel of a potential 20-minute documentary-style trailer, an $8 billion financial commitment to a November 19th launch date, and an industry that might literally never be the same after this game releases. As we count down these final few days to the 25th, I want to leave you with this question to think about. With 13 long years of waiting behind us, what do you want to see most in Trailer 3 to finally prove the wait was worth it? Is it the map, the story, or just the raw gameplay? Let that sink in and get ready, because the biggest launch in history is quite literally at our doorstep.